So I really thought I did something with this video. I thought, stay away from the paranormal. Try and just watch one video where you don't absolutely poo yourself. So I did. I stayed away from paranormal, but I still pooed myself. The video comes from Mind Junkie and it's titled The 6 Most Disturbing Forest Encounters Ever Caught on Camera. And I'm not going to lie, the first clip requires kind of a bit of a trigger warning in a way. Like, no, you don't see anything and nothing actually happens. It's basically what could have happened, and I didn't even believe what I was watching. But anyway, do me a favor, if you like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
In October 2019, Sky from the Swamp Valley YouTube channel went camping in Landfine Estate in Scotland. It's usually a popular location for walkers, but almost as soon as Sky arrives, he notices something unsettling. He records the entire thing on his phone.
Swamp Valley.
Footage
you just wouldn't go, would you?
His viewers spooked.
This is really freaking me out. Somebody is actually following me, and
where?
It's freaky, man.
Where? Yo, no. No. You should stop. The worst thing is, right, is that these people actually exist. They'll follow you into somewhere so remote and so far away that you could shout and no one's going to hear you, and then they'll do whatever they want. Yucky.
This can't be on the joke.
Is he still following it? Oh my god. Mate, if he started running, I would...
Sky's hiking up to a campsite to meet his friends when he suddenly notices someone following behind him. He has no idea who the person is or what he wants, so he quickly heads to a thicker patch of forest and tries to hide.
Oh my god. What has he got in his hand? Oh my god, was that... Hold on. He looked like he had something pointy in his hand. Oh my god, he's going to appear. He's just going to appear.
At some point I'm going to have to confront him, I think. Just ask him what the hell he's playing at.
Mate, why is this worse than anything paranormal we've ever watched? If you're one of these people that do this, whether you mean to hurt people or not, you just follow people, you are a weird person. Yeah.
The man is heading straight towards where Sky's friends are camping, fearing for their safety. Sky decides to follow him. After tracking him for a while, the man disappears from sight. So Sky decides to take a break and tries to call his friends. But that's when things go horribly wrong.
Oh, oh, Jesus, no, oh, no, Jesus.
The Sky is hiding. All of a sudden, the man appears right above him.
Sky. Oh my good god. I don't even want to tell you or say out loud what he's doing, because
sees him and flees in terror, but the man chases him with a flaming torch. He says it was one of the scariest things that's ever happened to him. To this day, he has no clue who the man is, but he has a pretty good idea of what he wanted to do, and it wouldn't have been pretty. Do you have a creepy clip to share? Send your scary footage to our email address, contactmindjunkie@gmail.com, and we might...
Oh my god. I can...
Send your scary footage to our email address, contactmindjunkie@gmail.com,
I don't know what to say about that.
and we might feature it on the channel. Brendan from the YouTube channel Brendan Explores uploaded this next clip saying, quote, "This is the worst."
I'm genuinely like gobsmacked. Like I don't know what to say. That person narrowly escaped unalive that
camping experience I've ever had. It all began when Brendan took a trip to the picturesque town of Clacton-on-Sea, located on England's southeast coast. Just 2 miles south of Clacton is another coastal town, Jaywick, but the two could not be more different. While Clacton was voted one of Britain's happiest places to live, Jaywick is widely known as the most impoverished town in England. Brendan decides to go and investigate Jaywick, parking his van overnight to see if all the stories about the town are true. At 2:30 AM, he finds out exactly why Jaywick has such a bad reputation.
I think someone's outside the back. +2.
Why would you do anything?
Someone just tried the door.
Hey!
Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god.
I'm not being funny. What? He knew exactly what he was doing and where he was going, but he still decided to go there anyway. This is very similar to the last video, which is making my brain want to explode with, do you not just realise that you've done that to yourself? Oh my god. But I'm sure he makes amazing content, but that idea was not good. That's an opportunist right there. Someone just sees a van.
Jolted awake in the middle of the night,
smashes the window.
Brendan
Like, what?
is horrified when he hears someone rattling the door handle, but before he has time to react, the stranger smashes his window. According to Brendan, as soon as he shouted, whoever was out there ran off. Brendan and his viewers think it was an opportunistic thief. A quick Google search confirms that Jaywick, where Brendan was camping, has one of the highest crime rates in Britain. As many as 62% of adults in Jaywick are unemployed, and with almost no opportunities in the area, maybe it's no surprise that people turn to stealing to try to make some money. However, Brendan says that although the experience was scary, he has not been put off camping. He'll just be a bit more selective about where he spends the night in future.
Good boy, good boy.
In the remote Scottish wilderness, there's an old abandoned cabin.
Mate,
the White Lagan was built in the 19th century by a shepherd, but is now used as a bothy, a place where adventurous hikers sometimes spend the night. Ruth Aisling says she's always wanted to stay there, so on a chilly winter day, she decides to hike up to the cabin. But as soon as the sun goes down, things start to take a really creepy turn.
I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit anxious, because I've stayed in a camper van so many times in different countries. I feel like here is just so remote.
Yeah, and you know what?
And to get away, you have to hike over 1 hour, like to get back to the camper van.
I'm not.
So
not going to say anything.
Maybe that's why. And also there's no locks. So on my camper van, I always lock the doors. Maybe that's also why. I don't know.
Yeah, probably is.
God. I'm hearing some strange noises. I don't know if it's maybe a mouse or it's the chimney. It feels really weird without curtains because I feel like someone could be standing outside and looking in the window. I don't know. I feel really scared. I don't know why.
I don't know if I want to watch this video.
Nervous. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Because you know what?
Last night I was a bit scared. There were some strange noises.
No, because you know what? Honestly, I don't like how she's smiling. There we go. I genuinely feel as scared, if not worse, than she does or did in this moment. Just because I'm watching a... I don't know what's wrong with me.
And I had some earplugs with me, so I put them in to block out the strange noises. God, I'm still hearing weird noises.
Ruth claims to feel scared all night because of strange noises. What she doesn't know is that the White Lagoon bothy is said to be extremely haunted. As one viewer says, when they stayed in this bothy, strange things happened at night. They kept hearing noises outside, as though people were outside wanting to come in. His friend went to the door to check, but there was no one there.
There's no locks on the doors, mate. They could have just come in.
People, but they didn't find anything. Once they settled down for the night, they heard the door latch. Thinking it was someone coming in, they readied themselves to greet them, but no one came in. And when they checked the other room, no one was there. Apparently, things like that happened all night for them. They eventually fell asleep, but when they woke up, their rucksacks had been lined up against the room door, and their clothes had all been folded up and placed in neat piles on the table. What's more is that their mugs were turned upside down and placed in front of the piles of clothes, and their cooking stove was disassembled and laid out neatly in front of the mugs. But what really creeped them out was the fact that it couldn't have been anyone, as their rucksacks were blocking the doorway. But that's not all. Several other hikers recorded their creepy experiences on camera at this old bothy.
Mate, I don't think you got... In fact, just mute it, have that on, or not. I don't think we understand, or maybe we do, but you really need to think about that for a second. There is no locks on the door, but their bags were covering or placed in front of the door, which means that obviously it would have made a significant amount of noise, probably enough to wake someone up had someone came in during the night. But not only did that noise not happen, oh my God, someone had piled their stuff up. No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. No, thank you.
This will probably be me for most of the night now. I just get my music on, enjoy this beautiful fire, and get back outside tomorrow in my hammock. I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to you. Maybe this is the guests. There was no one there. I don't know if that's just the people following me or something. I don't know if that's something they do. But I don't think it would be that family. It was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on. But
How is this? How is this geezer? Yeah, there was someone there. I mean, there wasn't really anyone there, but someone knocked on the door, and then I saw the devil, and we shook hands, and it was just fine. Everything was brilliant, and what? I would be. Well, first of all, wouldn't be there. Oh my God, that's a clear. Do you know what I mean?
just wanted a nice little Bobby night. If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do
I'm sorry, mate. Does he own the world's worst torch? What is he, mate? He is using, like, I can't even, his torch is like as big as this key. Just pointing it around like some sort of keyring torch or something, mate. What happened to these bad boys? Mate, he honestly, he's going to be the reason for his own downfall. I don't know what's wrong with people.
This is going to be a fun night.
No, it's not.
And they're walking around into the room, and then they go in there, and it just stops. Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it. I can't remember if it's right. Good morning. Had a bit of an experience last night. Not really sure what was going on. Thought it was just people knocking on the door and running away that were camping nearby, but it didn't seem like that when I went outside. Couldn't really explain what was happening next door with the noises, but I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy. But if you are into ghosts and all that paranormal stuff, these are not the videos for you, because this is not what I do. This is not what I'm about. I'm just a happy hippie, hiking, living in nature, loving the world. I never have anything like this happen to me, so...
Even though this creator says, quote, he's not
Fair
a
play to him.
believer in ghosts.
I tell you what, if I see one comment in it saying, oh, you should go and do a ghost hunt there and stay the night, then I'm quitting. I'm deleting the whole channel.
To what two other hikers recently experienced during a stormy night.
Found the bothy book. You put my glasses on now, just finds a bat. So this is popular, quite a popular bothy by the looks of it. Someone actually stayed last night. It was nice and tidy when we came in. So plaudits to whoever stayed here last night. Well done. Absolutely spotless. Whoa. Hold on a minute. Whoa. Whoa. I'm out of here. No.
Nah, because do you know what? Like, explain that. Okay, you could say, oh yeah, maybe they faked it. However, mate, that door was not moving one bit. And then all of a sudden it goes, moves a bit, which, okay, maybe a breeze rolled through, and then it's bang. Mate, if they didn't do anything, then that is terrifying. I just had a thought though. Could you imagine it's whoever owns the land and whoever owns this building has set up certain things to go off at certain times, and they just fuck with everyone that stays there? If that's true, what an arsehole.
Well, folks, it's probably about 10 minutes after our ordeal with the spooky door closing over there, and we're trying to like rationalise it. I mean, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, and neither does Mark. No, so we're kind of thinking that it might have been just like the backdraft of the wind. I mean, there's a storm going on outside, so
yeah.
Okay, look, we're going to put it down to wind.
It was the wind, but it's
only maybe we're not.
When the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no, it's the only rational explanation even.
But also, you don't have to have. I already know something's about to happen, but I'm going to just carry on with what I'm saying. You don't have to have like a lot of wind. I mean, you guys don't know anyway. You don't have to have like a big draft. Like, you don't even have to feel it yourself for like doors and stuff to move. So, but this chair's about to do something. So,
no. I'm not even looking at that. No, I'm not looking at it. It's moving, right? I'm honest, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go.
the thing is, genuinely, in this moment, like you are just expecting to have a nice, chilled night in this weird accommodation that hikers go to, which, I mean, evidently isn't that weird to hikers, but that place is weird. What do? You are an hour minimum walk from your car or whatever. What do you do? Because I tell you right now, one thing I'm not doing is sleeping. You got to be pooing, mate. No way.
It's can't be right.
I don't.
I'm not.
It's black in here as well. I can't see a thing.
So there's a chair over there, and it just started. It just started to move, which is.
No way. I'm not. I'm not even. No.
This is bonkers.
I'm not having any part of
The thing is, you must come away from this as like believing in
It's
something.
moving. That chair is moving.
Just leave it.
Oh Christ! I'm gonna drink some more wine. I think. Christ!
Mate, you have to come.
Poltergeist.
Fucking hell, excuse my language. I did not. I thought this was like an apparition or something. I've just dribbled. Horrendous.
That is like that's poltergeist stuff. It's not. That's not ghosty.
Several commenters think that the paranormal activity in this clip was heightened by the storm, which could explain why what these two hikers recorded is more intense. None of these creators are ghost hunters or paranormal enthusiasts.
Mate, we
but
need
their
to see if
creepy
someone's
experiences at the White
done
Lagoon
an investigation
Bothy
here.
definitely left a deep impression. So, what
Someone's
do
got
you
to have
think is
surely-
going on? Is this old bothy haunted, as viewers say? Or is whatever these creators witnessed all just a coincidence? Let
He
me
did
know
not
down
want to look over
below.
there.
YouTuber Sean runs a popular camping channel. He often explores some
Mate, these
of the
camping
wildest, most remote parts of the UK, getting into his van and seeing where his thirst for adventure takes him. However, back in February 2024,
Mate, that is a level of freedom that I don't think I've ever have or ever will experience.
Sean took a solo camping trip
Mad.
that left him and his viewers creeped out. After having to get his van repaired and taking a short break from making content, Sean wants to ease back into the swing of things by driving to a quiet spot surrounded by thick forest. But then, things take an unsettling turn.
I mean, I am parked on the side of a road. I have parked across from a bit of a clearing. After last week's video where I had a little bit of aggro, I decided this week I'm just going to come out in the middle of nowhere so that I can have a little bit of downtime.
Once Sean's parked up on the side
I'm
of
waiting
the
to
road,
see someone
he
walk
goes
past.
for a hike into the forest. After walking for a few hours, it starts getting dark, so Sean heads back to the van and signs off for the night. But the peace and quiet wouldn't last for long.
Well, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. A car's just pulled up, and it sounds like they're walking around the van.
Oh my god, mate.
So, I was just woken up because I heard a car pull up, and it was at the front of the van. So I got up, turned my phone on, and filmed. And as soon as I drew the curtains back, they drove off. They got to the end of the road, turned around, and then came back and parked behind the van.
Mate, I tell you what. I'm never doing this.
It's 3 a.m. and Sean is suddenly woken by the sound of a car pulling up right outside his van. He didn't expect...
Even if you're not doing anything weird, right? Imagine the ones in the car, they were also victims in this scenario, right? Why? Just a thought. At 3 a.m, would you pull up behind another van? Even if you just needed to pull over briefly, because you have no idea who's in that van. I don't know. I feel like there's a lack of common sense, unfortunately, and these people who do this van camping and stuff, like, I mean, that's safer than being in a tent, obviously, but oh my God, I'm just not going camping ever. That's it. Lock and key. I'm not going camping ever. Done.
Expect there to be any other people at this remote location.
Oh my God.
Especially not in the middle of the night. But Sean hears
3
the
a.m.
telltale sounds of footsteps, as if someone is walking around right outside his van. Terrified they might be trying to break in, Sean freezes. He knows he should jump into the driver's seat and get out of there, but he's too scared to move. They eventually leave, but their presence puts Sean on edge, and the next morning, as he is preparing to drive off, Sean makes a terrifying discovery.
What? They've like locked him in.
What the actual?
Have they locked him in?
See that?
Sean discovers that someone has zip-tied his van doors shut, locking him in. He eventually manages to cut the zip ties and get out, but that's when he finds something even more disturbing.
Oh,
Fingerprints all over the exterior of the van. Sean says it seems like whoever had been out there had been trying to get in.
Well, I mean, that was just the fuel cap of his van. He could have put those fingerprints there himself. He didn't put the fingerprints there. He could have created the fingerprints.
And zip-tied the side doors to prevent Sean from escaping. However, when they found all the doors were locked securely, they gave up and left. Fortunately, they did not tamper with the back doors, or Sean would have been completely trapped. Sean ended the video by saying, "I came here thinking the woods would be the scariest part of the trip, but it's other people that we should really be worried about."
Yeah. I think it's fairly obvious, no?
To social media by Chris after he encountered
Hey, this video is making me like
Yellowstone National Park.
The GBs have been hebeed, you know what I mean?
Chris loves nature and the outdoors. His TikTok account is full of clips featuring animals and his hikes around natural places. However, in the clip you're about to see, Chris is camping in Yellowstone and is returning late from a long hike. It's already dark and Chris is alone in the remote forest of the national park. He feels a creepy sense of foreboding as he trudges through the dense trees.
Not ready
He
for
knows
this.
there are
I'm just
plenty
not.
of dangerous wild animals in the area, but Chris is about to encounter something much scarier.
No, 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 no. No. What? What is this person and why has he got headlights for eyes? This has to be set up, bro, surely.
What looks like a pair of glowing eyes can be seen, staring at Chris from amongst the trees. Chris is frozen in horror, and before we can see if he managed to get away safely, the video abruptly cuts off. No update has been posted since, leaving Chris's viewers to speculate and come up with their own theories about what this might be. Since this encounter took place in North...
Do you not ever wonder if you just think some of these videos, they could like genuinely be like aliens or something? I mean, I don't know, mate. Like, what? I'm just stood there and this thing's flailing its arms around like it's... Oh.
North America, several viewers have suggested that it could be a Wendigo. A Wendigo is a supernatural creature from Native American mythology that is said to hunt and eat humans. Terrifying. Other eagle-eyed viewers have pointed out that, if you look closely, the figure seems to resemble a human. A hand can be seen as if the figure is waving, and then two arms appear at its sides. This has led some to theorize that Chris encountered the ghost of a hiker who got lost in the woods. But what do you think? Is this a ghost,
don't know.
Wendigo, or some other kind of paranormal entity? Drop a comment with your thoughts.
What it could be is something that needs to stay off my screen and never come back.
It's April 2024 and Jesse James is camping in the woods near his home in the United States. Jesse has often heard rumours about the woods. Some say they are haunted by a vengeful spirit, while others think the woods are home to a werewolf or skinwalker.
These things are back,
Jesse
mate.
isn't sure what to believe, so he decides to camp there.
Wait, is he not the only one camping? Am I right? Am I right or not? I don't know.
Overnight.
Oh,
and
no,
see for
I am,
himself if
surely,
the
'cause
rumours
it's-
are true. Not long after the sun goes down and Jesse has settled into his tent, he starts to hear strange noises. He says it sounds like something growling. Gathering his courage, Jesse steps out of his tent to investigate. This is what he sees.
What the hell is that?
What is it with these red-eyed Ewok-looking things? Any of you know Star Wars, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
What the hell is that, man? Hello? What the hell?
Oh,
Bro, it's got hands. What the hell?
it'd be scary if it
Oh my
didn't.
god, oh my god.
Don't go away from it. You need to see where it is. Oh my god, this can't be real. I don't want to look. Because if it's closer to him now, I'm going to scream. Mate, this stuff cannot exist.
Where did it go?
Mate, this can't be real. I don't know.
Thing
It doesn't-
with glowing
it's not-
eyes
that's
can
not
be
real.
seen right in front of Jesse.
My
it even
God.
seems to beckon to him, as if it wants him to come closer. Jesse tries to hide behind a tree, but when he looks back, whatever it was is nowhere to be seen. Whatever this is, everyone agrees that it's creepy as hell.
That wasn't even scary. Mate, I have not watched like a camping. That wasn't even paranormal, mate. That was just terrifying. Oh my god. And I now need to go and search and see if they have any of those like paranormal investigations at that bothy or whatever it's called. Mate, that was terrifying. Guys, do me a favor. If you did like that video, please like the video and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.